the knee issue you had, and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, just kind of had a bit of an issue for the last quite a while. But obviously we had a big run of games, and I was just kind of happy to be playing week in, week out again. So I just wanted to kind of carry on, obviously through it until kind of the games kind of slowed down a little bit, so I could get it sorted. So got it sorted like 3 weeks ago now. So I can kind of put that behind me now and just look forward and just kind of enjoy my football again. And yeah, just kind of want to push on and obviously show everyone at the club the best of me, really.
How did it feel coming back on Tuesday?
Yeah, it felt good. It was nice to be back involved. Obviously, it's never nice missing games, especially with kind of like the stop-start season I've had. So it was nice to kind of get back involved. Obviously, the team's doing well, so you always want to be playing as well. And yeah, it's just nice to be back playing football, playing at home. So.
Are there any particular things you notice on the sideline sometimes that perhaps you wouldn't in the kind of heat and chaos of a game?
Yeah, I think everyone would say that it looks a bit different, obviously, from the outside than when you're on the pitch. Sometimes on the pitch it can seem a little bit frantic, but yeah. So it was yeah. You see different pictures when you're on the side watching, but no, it's just good to be back.
I think managers can talk a little bit about you kind of doing work as units and having gunning taking some of that. Without much to give away too many trade secrets, can you give us a little some insight into how that sort of works now? Perhaps that's helped the defensive unit.
Yeah, I think it has. Obviously, we've done a lot more kind of like structural work, positional work, kind of for like the last few months, to be honest with you. So it's been like a constant team since kind of the gaffers come in. Obviously, Gavin Gunning has done a great job. Like, he's very experienced himself from playing days and coaching. So he's obviously passing the messages on to us, and I think we're taking it on board. I think it's been a lot better kind of over the last couple of months. Is kind of plain to see, I would say. But no, I think just as a whole, we're really kind of getting into it now. I think the team is pushing in the right direction. We've got a great team morale, bonding, and we all want to push in the same direction for each other.
Is it a question of getting kind of distances right, or just understanding little things about the habits or the tendencies of your colleagues?
A bit both. Obviously, there's been quite a bit of change in the squad as a whole, probably this season. So it's probably just kind of getting used to each other's characteristics, our strengths, our weaknesses, and how it can be matched and making partnerships, I suppose.
What's the sort of adaptation like when you have a new goalkeeper come in? How much do you have to learn and understand from them, and how much they have to kind of get to know you?
Yeah, I think Connor's kind of come in quite seamlessly, and Jack as well has done very well this year. Both are big characters, good people, but also good players. So I think as goalkeepers, both obviously are quite high in terms of like talking in games and stuff like that. So it always helps as a defence to have your goalkeeper talking through the game. But yeah, I knew Rippers from before, so probably makes it a bit easier kind of knowing what his characteristics are, I suppose, for myself.
Oh, because you were at Morecambe together, is that
right? Yeah. So we were at Morecambe a couple of years ago, so I know him kind of from that year, really.
How much of a challenge do you regard Doncaster as at this point?
Yeah, massive challenge. Good team. I think they showed kind of from the end of last season. Really, they kind of went on that run at the end of last season, and they've kind of carried it out into this year. Very good team, very efficient. Got strong forward players, I would say. And yeah, it's going to be a big task on Saturday, but it's one that we're looking forward to and looking to relish the opportunity. I think we've shown in recent games that we can put it up to the teams that are up the top end of the table, and for us to want to be where we want to kind of push on to, we have to put it up to the teams up the top of the table and show how good we are, picking up points and going from there. Yeah.
And you're at Walsall, though you weren't in the 18, so did it, even kind of on the way back, did you get a little sort of feeling of like, that's a little, sort of another landmark we've cracked here, we've got to one of the top teams and one, and that
Yeah.
gives you that extra belief, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so. Walsall, obviously, I've been doing so well this year. Really strong, winning games, no matter kind of how it's gone. And yeah, I think that game kind of gave us a little bit of an extra boost, I suppose. But I think there's been quite a few games this season where, even when we were on a little bit of a bad run, we've done quite well against the teams that are at the top of the table. So I think as a squad, we always have the confidence going into the games, and you have to back yourself as a squad, and we do.
Thank you.
When you talk about getting that run of games, it's nice to be able to have a consistent partnership with Will Wright as well, because that's something that's been a bigger characteristic of the last couple of months.
Yeah, I would say so. I get on quite well with Will as well. Both of us obviously have different characteristics, but I think as a partnership, I think that it's quite fitting for both of us. But yeah, no, it's been enjoyable just to get a run of games together. It just makes things a bit easier on a Saturday when you've had a run of games with a centre back partnership instead of kind of a consistent change. I suppose it can be a bit difficult because obviously different players have different characteristics, etc. But no, it's been enjoyable just having a run of games and trying to build a partnership, I suppose, going forward.
How confident do you feel now, having pretty much got the right side of the long injury issues you did have?
Yeah, no, it's been a long time. There's been a lot of kind of, I suppose, highs and lows. Probably a little bit more lows, I would suppose. Just being my first long-term injury, so and with it not being probably as smooth sailing as I probably expected. But no, I'm just happy it's all sorted now, to be honest. And I want to put that behind me really, and just kind of kick on now really, and just kind of show the best version of me that I can at this football, because I feel like there's so much potential here. So yeah, I just want to kind of give back to the club. Obviously they've shown a lot of faith in me, especially this season with the issues I've had, so I kind of want to repay them now and repay the manager and the staff. Yeah, so.
You talk about what Doncaster were able to do last season. Do you feel like Swindon are in a position where you can finish the season strong, you don't know where it might go, but you could do a similar kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that's what we have to look towards, yeah, just to finish the season as strong as we can. I think it's just about a run of games really. I think we've shown kind of in spells where you win a couple of games in a row and the picture changes, I suppose. If you look back a couple of months back, obviously when it wasn't looking so good, picked up a couple of results around Christmas, and I suppose the mood changes, and the whole look of how a season is, it can change so quickly. So I think for us as a squad, yeah, we just want to kind of finish the season as strong as we can, keep a good momentum to what we're doing, and see where that takes us this season, and give it as a positive looking into the following season if we don't get where we want to be.